I don't like when any game goes to PlayStation because it does make me feel a little bit more concerned for the Xbox hardware, because it's one thing knowing they're all coming, it's another thing seeing them all come. Once we'll have to see how the sales on the hardware and regardless what goes on, because they're coming. Gears E-Day, PlayStation. Halo next game, PlayStation. And I wouldn't be surprised at this point if Fable is announced that it's going to be a multi-platform.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault Gaming video. Xvault here, and today we're going to go over your next dose of the salty batch files. So, as we can see with the opener here, they're still not okay with their games heading everywhere. What's the point of a new Xbox system and stuff like that if their games aren't going to have exclusives? We'll talk about that as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, we're going to do is get right to the plot of this one, right to the thesis of this one in regards to what's going on when we're talking about exclusives and how important they are to an ecosystem, regardless of what that Xbox ecosystem looks like for hardware, right? Let's start with our first example here, and we'll go into more detail as well. But here we have back Marius once again, starting to make more of a recurrence here. We do have to pull this one back around because we cannot forget when he stated Indiana Jones and Hellblade 2 are the best looking games in 2024. The only console that can play both is Xbox. You love to see it. Not too long after, we've been getting Indiana Jones, we've been getting Forza, we've been getting the announcement of Hellblade 2, which was one of these great looking games. As linear and kind of boring as it is, it still arrived on PlayStation like much attributed to, much thought would happen, including myself. So you gotta love the karma, right? You gotta love to see the karma coming back tenfold. They don't know what they're talking about. The whole hashtag, the whole slate, no red lines, all that stuff, that's what's going to continue to happen regardless of any new stuff coming. Now, let's take a quick little off turn here. I do want to address the fact that, guys, you're going to probably mention in the comment section, hey, what do you think about the new, announcement that there will be new Xbox hardware coming out with a partnership with, AMD and stuff like that. Well, we'll have to wait and see. There's not enough information out. It sounds like it could go either way. It's a hybrid thing. It's basically sounding like Windows is the platform that they're adhering to, regardless of the hardware that's out there, which means this thing is basically going to be a PC, which means kind of the same thing that the ROG Ally X is going to be. Something you can pick up right now and play your Xbox games and PlayStation games and PC games. You can pick you up a PC right now at this point in time. So how that will look like in the future, I don't know. There's not enough information. It's kind of vague on that advertisement that they did, but just kind of wanted to address that for now. So hang tight. We will do a thoughts video on that going forward once more information is out, once more of the dust is settled, seeing what that really encapsulates, because at this point in time, they're not going to do a 180 and not give out all those games, right? No red line. It's hard to guess what they're doing. But anyways, let's continue on with the salt. Now, as we keep going here, the next one, which is an odd duck here, JP. Now, JP has been embarrassed multiple times here from ED videos and stuff like that he did. Weirdly, I don't know why he even had those and then shifted over to grifting to gaming, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But as we have it here, Microsoft is now the most valuable company in the world. Xbox wins. So that's how you just deliberate. That's how you proceed to win a console war if you're into the console war type of business here, such as the grifting as JP is doing here. Since they are the most valuable company in the world, according to him and some of the data out there, and they probably are, that means they win the console wars, regardless of Xbox being in third place, regardless of them losing all their exclusives to competing platforms. That's how you apparently win the war. End of story. Mic drop. I guess that's how it goes. No, that's not how it goes. You can't rest on your laurels. That's not how that works, because Microsoft is a full-on company. Doesn't care if Xbox succeeds or doesn't. They move on, much like they did from previous projects, right? That's just what happens. Cough, cough, Mixer, and et cetera, et cetera. But no, I mean, nice try, but that's not how that works. He knows that, but this guy's a grifter to the utmost degree. I really don't like to get the smaller grifters out there to get them more of a following, but here we are. I still have to address it because stupid is as stupid does, right? But let's keep going here. Now, in regards to this, guys, in regards to this, we have yet another one here. Now, as we can see here, the best part about this is Marius is back yet again, for better or worse, and he's back doubling down on this back from last year. He was so sure of himself here, right? Haven't shared this with you guys yet, but here it is. So it would appear that most of the rumors are false. I feel sorry for the ponies. By now their knees must be bruised from kneeling and praying for Xboxes. So I was right. No Indiana Jones for PS5, no Starfield, no Halo, no Gears, no Fable, Hellblade 2. He was right. He's sleeping soundly as the picture below depicts. But yeah, so far he's been wrong on Indiana Jones, Gears, and of course Hellblade 2, and many others, right? And we know Halo will be coming. We know Fable will more likely be coming to all platforms as well. That's where I find it odd. I mean, he's wrong multiple times. This guy's wrong all the time. He doesn't take a W in any day of the week. Doesn't matter if it's a full-on Wednesday. He does not take a W on any day of the week. In conjunction with that, again, just kind of want to go back around to the hardware system of the console, of the new Xbox that might be coming out. This hybrid type of thing is what it sounds like, or just a straight-up PC. Without exclusives, without an identity in that regards to a traditional console, so to speak, I don't know what you do with that thing. But again, this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. We'll have to wait and see, like I said. But again, these posts, like I said, the exclusives are going to cease to exist on the Xbox ecosystem. So, whatever the battle is there for these guys in their own world, I guess all praise Windows, I guess, if you're a big Windows guy now. But aside from that, you love to see how wrong they can be. Now, as we continue on, I just wanted to share this. I thought this was great. Forza Horizon, their official account, stating, starts with a P and we all love it. Walmart Canada chiming in, PlayStation 5, just to clarify. And of course, Forza Horizon states, love of our life. And I believe they deleted this post not too long after that because they ended up getting a lot of heat from the Xbox community. Very upset that they do like PlayStation, probably seeing a lot of success on PlayStation because that's where a lot of the gamers do purchase their games. They're not adhered to Game Pass. They're not adhered to PS Plus Extra or Premium either. They are adhering to buying and purchasing games, helping fund the industry, helping to support the industry in any way, shape, or form. And you just love games. And understandably, I'm very much on the board of owning is greater than renting. Buying is greater than renting. You're going to get that extra mile. I mean, everybody could do what they want, but in the long run, we see how that worked out for Microsoft and how long that may or may not work out. There's just too many questions and variables in the future for what the direction for Xbox and Microsoft is. I'm constantly having to guess with every advertisement that comes out anymore because it's like, no exclusives are coming. Okay, exclusives are coming. Your official handheld from Xbox and Microsoft is coming. Oh, wait, it's a partnership with the ROG Ally. Okay, now we're having a new console coming out, but Windows is the central platform. So there's so much mixed messaging with these guys. It's so hard to stay on track. I could only imagine. It just reminds me of just this abusive relationship with these guys, man. And they're just hanging on, and now they're spinning and cycling in every way, shape, or form. But again, you gotta love to see it because it's obvious where the success lies as far as purchasing, buying games and stuff like that, and them charting on, top 10, 15 charts for buying games, So obviously, as a developer, I'd be very happy if there's a platform that purchased and supported my game to the utmost degree. But just wanted to share that with you right there. Now, let's get back over to Nico. Nico seems to be making an appearance in every video anymore, so congratulations. Just stockpiling those receipts here. But as you can see here, and it happened again, Microsoft had more best-selling games on the PlayStation Store than Sony did. Strategy is working well, I guess, with the smiley face emoji. And he's quoting, of course, Derek Strickland, the other Xbox fanboy out there, is a journalist along with Paul Tassi. They're pretty much synonymous with one another in regards to how they do it. You know, for the second April in a row, Microsoft had more best-selling games on the top 10, top 15, all that stuff. And this is what they think. It's a Trojan horse ordeal. This is going to get people to purchase or buy into the Xbox ecosystem somehow. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't moved the Game Pass subscriber numbers. It hasn't done anything. And again, if nothing changes, I don't know what piece of hardware is going to change any of this. You know, I really don't. Especially, it's like, are you going to be like the next Alienware? Is that the goal for them? And then they're just multi-platform rather. I'm just so confused. I'm still confused. I'm still like, what are we doing? But again, these guys think it's a Trojan horse effect to no avail, but that is not the case. Obviously, that started with King David, and Nico and others are echoing this in their little echo chamber, of course, stating that this is the enticement, and it certainly is not enticing me, especially when the messaging is so mixed every other month, man, if not every other week at this point. So very confusing. I'm happy just to play in an ecosystem where I know what I'm getting from week to week rather than like, are we on again, off again kind of relationship sort of ordeal. It's just so bizarre to me. But yes, totally the Trojan horse effect here. Let me tell you what. But moving on here, in conjunction with what I'm saying here, I want to share this from Reese Elliott here. He states 12 million gamers have played Elden Ring for 100 plus hours across Steam and PlayStation. Also, 10.9% of Elden Ring players on PlayStation and 10.2% on Steam have unlocked every achievement versus 3.7% on Xbox, quoting Get Good Xbox Gamers. So a lot of folks, again, they're just, there's a big, and this isn't a bad thing because I say casual gamers are fine. They're welcome in the community. There's nothing wrong with that, but I do believe there are more casual gamers on the Xbox side of things. There's a lot of casual gamers that don't care about trophies, don't care about achievements, don't care about 100% completions. They just want to play until they feel fulfilled. And that's just the way that ecosystem works, and that's why they're able to be enticed into that Game Pass renting subscription model that has harmed it more than done good in the long run, as we can continue to see. But I did want to just at least share that. Take a look at the graph. It is true. It is factual. It is interesting. You could see any similar game that is available across multiple platforms. Xbox is always in the lower tier, and that shouldn't have to be with more or less players on a certain game. That number, in my opinion, should be viewed higher, should come across as a higher percentage because there's less to do it, but perhaps that can be a double-edged sword and leads to less doing that again. But again, it attributes to being more of a casual audience and market is what I'm taking from this here. But again, that's not a bad thing that you're casual, but it's just the facts, and I just kind of wanted to share that there in conjunction with what I've been saying, right? Now, we want to come over here. Now, I know, again, this is back from, gosh, a few years ago, right? Phil Spencer himself, as you can see, Phil Spencer himself at Carlos DCSE, yes, exclusives are critical to platform success. All right? Straight from the source's mouth, right? It can't be any more black and white than this, guys. Exclusives matter. They always have. They always will. I've touted that. So if you did miss this response from Mr. Phil Spencer himself, Mr. P3 himself, exclusives matter. They always have, always will. Whether you feel they're pro-consumer or not, they're better for the ecosystems in the long run. They're better for the consumers in the long run. They're better for the platforms in the long run. And Phil Spencer himself stated that, so I just wanted to share that as well. But let's go over to the next piece here. I want to spend a moment or two with this. This is what I want to break down from this. Let's go over to Destin Legary. I think he's taken a couple days off or a couple videos off from me. But here he's back again. I wanted to state this and share this. He states, I'll believe it when I see it. When he's talking about VGC's article, when he was talking about Sony looks to set to announce PlayStation 5 discounts this week, including its first official PS5 Pro price cuts. Now, this is right before Days of Play, mind you, for contextual purposes, right? In addition to that, he states, Sony literally just had an earnings call saying they're worried about tariffs and inventory. They stockpiled a 3-month supply of consoles in the USA to combat it. I'd be very surprised if they did a sale after everything they just stated during last quarter's earnings. He states all this together. This supposed journalist, this supposed talking head, this fraud, I will call him, this grifter, I will call him, trying to get the engagement. Let's just put something else out here for you here real quick as well. Platinum. He has a platinum tier with his channel. $50 for the plat tier. For those who truly want to make an impact, this top tier support, etc., etc., he wants you to pay $50 for a subscription to his channel. For sources like this, when he's stating so brashly, so unapologetically sure of himself that PlayStation and Sony was not going to discount not only the PlayStation 5 itself, but in addition to that, no way that the PS5 Pro was going to be on sale either. Now again, he's just throwing crap at the wall, seeing what sticks. He doesn't know. He may have some contacts, some insiders, but whoever they are, they're terrible. They're terrible. I don't know where he's getting his information from. I don't know if he's just sitting in his dark room alone, baking cookies, eating cookies. If you know, you know. And just sitting there like, I don't think that's happening. Not after that earnings call report. Says who? You don't know? That's just stupid to state. You have a large following. I don't. And that's okay. But what I'm trying to make for a point here is that even with a smaller following like myself, I don't want to lie to the audience. I don't want to misinform. I don't want to lie. I don't want to overhype. I don't want to throw crap at the wall. I'm just here to state facts. I'm here to bring this information over to you guys and show how absurd these guys are. That's the point of these, centric videos. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with anything else. Yes, is it console warish? Yes, obviously, because you're dabbling in the middle of this stuff. Whether right or wrong, talking about the proof of this, right? Talking about the truth of the matter. These videos are here to have some fun, to make fun of these delusional idiots, to out the grifters and frauds and shills, to help kind of curb, if at all possible, that's my goal, to help curb the misinformation. That's what I'm here to do. These idiots like this have the audacity to have a $50 subscription tier to be abhorrently wrong. That's what these guys are here for. And they get away with it, man. These guys make a living spreading misinformation, overhyping, and lying, and etc., etc. That's what these guys do. Cannot believe it myself, but here we are. But I appreciate it here. We will wrap up this video for now. I appreciate you guys sticking around for the entirety if you did, or even partially, whatever the case is, whatever you have time for. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this content. And if you like the truth, sticking around for that, thank you so much. That's what we're about here, as well as having some fun and poking some fun as well. So that being said, of course, if you haven't already, comments down below. Both those things do help out the algorithm. Would love to hear from you as well, your thoughts and opinions on all this. In addition to that, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing, helping out a small content creator like myself. We are definitely on our way to the 3,500 sub goal, so thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that support. And as always, at the end of the day, just remember, don't be a salty batch. And we'll see y'all next time on the next Xvault gaming video. And until then, take care.